everybody. Alright, so they kind of changed this a little bit, and they changed the music. Huh. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Interesting. I'm gonna need to... I'm gonna need to mess with this. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually mind it. I actually think it's kind of nice. Huh. Okay, sorry guys, this kind of threw me off a little bit. They've kind of changed their whole thing. So, let's see. So you can watch a video and you can continue to get stuff. Okay, that makes sense. You know what, they made it very mobile friendly. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we might need to... I think for now we'll just turn off the music. That's a very good point, Shield. It probably is going to have issues. So, anyways, guys, let's get on with this. So, Mark, set. Alright folks, but you guys idiot, we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. We are headed on to case number 34. And on this one, you'll notice that they've changed the look of it. So it looks very much more like mobile. So I love it. I think it's really nice. Hey, well, while still mourning Rupert's loss, Ace, the sacrifice of his undercover mission wasn't in vain. Rupert gained us access to the meteor under the dome, where you obtained a sample of the element it's made of, beryllium. Having analyzed the extraterrestrial compound, we've discovered beryllium can impact living organisms. We've seen it enhance and suppress bodily processes, but have no idea what DreamLife wants to. Hey, Secret Agent Ace, I know I'm the last person you want to see, but I have some information for you. Hey, Marconi, how dare you show your face around here after we found you sneaking around under the dome? What do you want? I'm extending an olive branch, Jones. One of my guys at Hawk Security found a body not far from the dome, and I thought you'd want to know. I've asked him to report to you down by the lake, Secret Agent Ace. An olive branch, Marconi trying to be helpful? But I guess you're right, Ace. If Marconi's telling the truth about a body, we better investigate that lake. Transitions are a little bit nicer, too. Oh my gosh, everything is different. Yeah, it's so much more like iPad is what it looks like to me. Very much more iPad look of it. And we're muting it because they changed the music, and I'm not sure if the music is copyrighted, so... Oh, that looks cheaper. I think it used to be 6,000. Yeah, these graphics are throwing me off a little bit. Alright, so ore, body. Oh, and they even, I don't know, somebody in chat can let me know if this is like the mobile version. I mean, it looks like it. I haven't really played it that much, so. Well, that man's dead, alright, Ace. And look at his head's been bashed in. He was murdered. You're right, this is Ernesto Vega, one of DreamLife scientists working under the dome. Last time we saw Dr. Vega was during our first dome investigation. What was he doing outside the dome? Sharp eyes, Ace. Those are Dr. Vega's glasses. They must have been broken during the murder. Let's repair them and see if they can provide a clue. I don't see Marconi's security guard where. Ah, the cops. The boss said you'd be taking care of the body. Well, I saw you guys arrive, but you seem to be getting on fine, so I figured, is talking to the police really necessary? I'm afraid so, Mr. The name's Keith Vaughn. Well, Mr. Vaughn's secret agent, Ace, will take your statement about this murder. Well, he looks like he has an interesting past. Alrighty. How's this statement thing gonna work, Ace? I gotta fill in some sort of form. I don't like paperwork. We'll leave the paperwork to us, Mr. Vaughn. We just want to know what happened. Well, I was on patrol on the forest when I found the body, and he was already dead, I swear. I realized immediately that it was Dr. Vega. That's when I called Mr. Marconi. Did you know Dr. Vega well? I mean, we Hawkeye fellows aren't allowed under the dome, and DreamLife won't let us talk to the science guy. But Dr. Vega was one of the few employees authorized to leave the dome for research purposes. And whenever he worked outside, Vega would exit through the dome's security checkpoint. Well, if the victim passed through the security checkpoint, Ace, we should examine it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I would probably bet money on the fact that this guy's a gangster for sure. Oh, the dog's actually a clue. Interesting. Graphics are so much more livelier. You know, like it's down here. It's not it's a lighter blue. I do like it. I think it's a good step. It's definitely looking a lot nicer. The victim came to this checkpoint before he was murdered. Where should we start looking? That dumpster's as good a place as any. I'll give you a boost, Ace. Woof. Hello there, fellow. Where'd you come from? Your tag says your name is Leonard. This dome's no place for dogs to be wandering around, Ace. Let's run the other side of that tag through the database to find Leonard's owner. I might as well use the star and then we'll go grab a bunch of stars. Let's have Amir examine the victim's glasses. Perhaps they'll bring this case into focus. Alright guys, well I will see you guys in a little bit. It's been Petunia's Idiot. Au revoir. Alright guys, let's grab a bunch of stars. Dude, this is probably gonna take me some getting used to for sure. Let me get myself prepared. There we go. And we'll play some. This is now we're on Twitch, so we'll play some music. I just don't want to get dinged. Even when you click on things, it's different. It's weird. And it's not that I mean, it's, you know, it's one of those things where it's not a bad thing. It's just I've played this game for 5 years now, and it's been a certain way for 5 years, so it's just different. Well, again, you know, the music could totally be alright. Like, the music could be fine. It's just one of those things where we don't really want to risk it. That's the flipper. I will say that it feels smoother. And I know that's probably hard to... It's probably hard to explain, but it feels smoother when you're playing it. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, Elvin, you're right. I feel like there's no lag. Yeah, it feels smoother for some reason. It's almost like I've been playing the game at 30 FPS and now it's at 60 FPS. Interesting. It's weird. Oh, interesting. I can't confirm this on 60 FPS now, but it feels like it. Like that's the transition that it's been. Well, and again, I feel like people that have been playing on mobile have seen this update for a while. Like, this is the way it just looks on mobile. Oh, Mo, the game now runs on GPU instead of CPU. How the heck did they achieve that? Interesting. Well, and I don't even know how many people actually, how many people do it on Facebook. I mean, I do it on Facebook because it's just easier to record and do my whole setup that way. But I would imagine that most of their user base is based on mobile. They're using their own to run the game now. Okay, interesting. Did they mention that somewhere, or is that just because someone in the chat works for them? I mean, it's a very nice improvement. Telescope, there it is. Oops, I meant to share the wrong thing. Hey, Rana. Well, if someone is on, it works at pretty simple. What about the music? Is the music copyrighted? Have you guys tried to upload it to YouTube? Because YouTube's getting to be a pain these days. And I definitely don't want to upload stuff if it's gonna get dinged. That would be the only potential downside to this update, is if YouTube now dings you. Was that right? Oh, you don't have an ability to add energy from this screen. That's interesting. This is a trip. This is actually really nice. You click on the energy bar. Oh, okay. Watch a video ad for 20 free. That's really nice too. My guess is they probably get quite a few people that are able to do that, because I know I have a mobile game that I watch videos for and get added bonuses and stuff. Yeah, I'm doing it's funny, I'm able to select things a lot faster. Is the music copyright held by Pretty Simple? I don't know. And I'm not going to test it. I'm sure there are other people that upload mobile stuff. Okay, so that's a little laggy. Alright, so that was laggy as heck. Yes, Pretty Simple held the right for the music. Okay. Well, so what we'll do is, for the additional investigation, I'll turn on the music and just confirm with YouTube, because YouTube is a lot of times a lot different in terms of what they allow. Oh my gosh, I'm lagging like crazy. I used to never lag like this. If I lag like this through this one, I'm gonna restart it and see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart this a little bit. Yeah, this is not good. If it lags like this, that's not good. Oh, it's the game that's lagging. It's definitely not you guys. I'm gonna refresh this and see what happens. Messages. Oh my gosh, they have an accept and send all for 100. I used to have to do 1,000,000 clicks. This was asked for 5 years. That's awesome. Anyways, all right. Looks like it got resolved. It's not laggy anymore. Let's see how this goes. There we go. That's the speed I'm looking for. Man, I can't tell you how nice it is to be playing on 60 frames per second. Oh, it feels so great. It seems that I mean, the puzzle did seem to make the game a little laggy, but it's gotten resolved with the refresh. But Mo, if you are a developer or work with Pretty Simple, we could try that. Just to let you guys know, with your testing, I'm on Microsoft Edge, so it could be that Chrome has no issue. So it could be also browser based. I know there's times when I'm on, because I use Opera at work sometimes, just because I like to. Well, my work doesn't monitor Opera, so it's a browser that I can do. I can search like ESPN and stuff without them really monitoring it. But because of that, there's a couple of things that people don't optimize for Opera, which I'm fine with. But it's definitely noticeable for me, and I've mentioned that to a couple of development teams with different stuff that I do, just letting them know bugs or whatever in their system. Because I know even with our with the projects that I lead at my daytime job. Opera only accounts for like 0.5% of the total people that are using it, so we don't really worry about bugs on that. We just tell people to use different browsers. But yeah, Mo, great look, man. If this is how mobile is, awesome. I really like it. It looks like there's a lot of positivity here, so that's pretty cool in terms of people liking it. So you're Link if you don't have any space. Well, I mean, but yes, I mean that if that's the case, that's understandable. You need to have space. Any game will lag a little bit if you don't have space in it. But that's good for them to know. Wish I could get into some partnership with Pretty Simple in terms of like getting cash or whatever. Because I mean I'm fine. I mean obviously I'm happy supporting them and whatnot, but it would be nice to get some sort of a discount or something on the cash, because right now I'm spending like $100 a month and it's not sustainable. Yeah, I'm thinking next season I may or may not do videos or live streams. We'll have to see, but I'm right now spending $100 a month to speed up cases, and that I cannot do. With the recent changes in YouTube, they're not giving me any revenue. The revenue's gone down so drastically that I can't just. I'm not making money, and I'm basically spending money in order to showcase you guys this. And I can't sustain that, not right now. So I feel bad, but this might be the last season that I play. So it's sad, but this might be the last season that I play. I just wish it didn't cost me that much. Well, I mean, I'm the first person who started doing criminal case, started showcasing it. But there have been other people now that, that don't do commentary, that just showcase the cases and sometimes hack into them. But that's what they do. I'm always gonna do this, at least until I can, because I wanted to show you guys that it can be done. Yeah, I mean, sadly I might have to figure out how to do that. Yeah, I mean, I can figure out a way to hack it. I just prefer not to. And that's just probably what I'm gonna have to do. Alright, anyways, I'm not finding anything really well. Oh, there's a crowbar. Wow, this is gonna make this one a lot easier. Oh, it doesn't even do the countdown music. That's interesting. It doesn't do the countdown music at all. That's crazy. I mean, I don't necessarily mind it, but it's just a little bit of a trip. Yeah, it's such a trip. I mean, I don't mind it, but oh, interesting. Money. Yeah, I mean, the countdown music always kind of just gave me an indicator without having to look. Right now, I'm probably actually doing better because I'm not like worried about the countdown. So it's probably actually a really good thing that I'm doing it. It's kind of interesting way to look at it. But I will say that clicking this and having it like this stuff come up a little bit faster seems to me at least to be potential for faster times. I don't know where dynamite is, so Canon flashlight. There it is. Yeah, I'll bet you that my time's actually a little bit better. Hey, Emil. Chainsaw. There's a chainsaw. It's such a trip because I'm still clicking on things and then it cuts off the time. Hey, Chocolate Fresco, haven't seen you in a while, I don't think. Yeah, before this update, I'd hear it and I'd try and rush and get things done. Now I don't actually have to worry about that. This loudspeaker is. It's annoying me. Oh, there it is up there. Okay. Now that I found it, I feel better. Cement bag. I feel like I've seen that yet, but I have. Wow, I feel like these guys are coming up a little bit more frequently. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like they're showing up. Oh, mother flipper. I pressed the wrong one. Good summary, Alvin. I like it. Wow. There have always been, personally, I feel like more movement within the screens for like the past year or two. Wow. Hey, the time's got to be different because I felt like I was amazing at that. And I did not get that many points. Interesting. I feel like the time is changed slightly. Let me know if you guys feel the same way. Because I feel like I rocked the crap out of that one. And I did not get my 1.1 million. I got only 1 million. Yeah, I'm only 6 seconds, and I feel like I'm cruising through this. I feel like they nerfed the points, but I feel like they nerfed it by the time. I mean, it still says 70 seconds, but it seems like it counts faster. But again, maybe that 60 frames per second, maybe that's what the results of it are. It's not really that big of a deal. I clicked on the red X cut, darn it. Yeah, because on this, I've never not hit all of them on the last star. I've never not gotten all of them on the last one, and that was difficult on that one. So I feel like the coins, though, they made them cheaper. I feel like it wasn't 3,000. I feel like it was like 6,000. How many more stars? We gotta get these. It looks like 9 more stars. So probably. But the nice thing about this is that we can finish off chapter 1 and chapter 2, basically, like back to back. Is it taking longer than it usually does? Well, this is also a little tricky because we opened up a lot more scenes, so. Let's see. I've been live for 45 minutes. Maybe it has. Maybe it has. On the first time, I usually only collect 15. Now I'm collecting 25. I mean, this one I'm collecting almost all of the ones that I need to get. It's starting to hang a little bit. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to refresh. Well, nice thing about this is that the developer or the person that works with Pretty Simple watches the stream and notices the lag, so he can report it. Yeah, so the time just isn't spread out as much. Oh, Floor, don't you love kids? They've got 0 filters. We'll say exactly what they think. What would I rate the new version of the game? I think it's probably an 8 out of 10 for sure. I would knock it a couple points because I have seen some lag and stuff, but you know, maybe an 8 or a 9 on the new version for sure. And I'd also knock it because it looks like it's taking just slightly longer to get stuff. So the time seems like it's sped up a little bit. Again, that could easily be the frames per second just moving a lot faster, but oh, and sorry guys, this is gonna be the my water heater. Oh, my bio's great. What a well done character. Hi, Jaya. Oh. Yeah. Test is pretty good. I think we all like Tess because she was just such an evil person. Whoa. Okay, that's a different. Whoa, that's kind of weird. Oh, whoa, this is totally different. This is. Oh, what? Huh. Okay. Okay, this is gonna need to be. Whoa, that's. I'll need to get used to this a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Jaya. Niceness not there, but they flushed out her character very, very well. Well, this looks very similar to a previous scene. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is a lot easier to notice, but it's kind of a trip. Yeah, it's a trip. I mean, it is. It's just they're not allowing me, like, when I hover over something, it doesn't show it on the other screen. That's the only thing. So, see, like, I'm clicking and I'm not actually clicking in, like, the right area. Like, I know I clicked the wrench, but I didn't click on it. It'd be easier if they just showed it on the other one. Maybe that just means I need to click on the other screen, not the other one. So that's what I'll do. So we'll try that. We'll just try and go off the left screen then. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Missing something. Oh, the train. I don't think... Yeah, no, actually, I don't think this is hard. I just need to go for the left. I think I usually went for the right. It just means I have to focus on the left. But yes, the second cursor is gone to see what you're looking like. There we go. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. And what they did, I'm sure, is on mobile versions, obviously, you're not dragging something, you're just tapping something. So that's probably where it came in. CC's been mobile for a while, but this is where they finally pushed the update to desktop. I'm excited for university. Can't wait till we go back to university. That was the turning point in Grimsboro in terms of when everything got a little bit better. Oh, when you... Oh, that sucks, man. So, another change that they did was, if you misclick something here, like that, it removes your points. That sucks. Before, it didn't ever remove the point counter that you did, so you could just click a whole bunch of times. So I'll just have to be a little more careful when I actually select stuff. So definitely some changes with this when it comes to mobile for sure. A knockwurst? Interesting. I think we call them bratwursts here. Oh, the guy who died was, I forget the guy's name. Oh shoot! See, and then I just got my removed my bonus right away. It's unfortunate. It's a negative outcome of this change. Oh, and it doesn't look like it's really full screen. Like, I didn't even see that. Oh well. I will say I like the music a lot better for sure. Oh, there's Pennywise. I'm not seeing lag. Are you guys lagging on your guys' side? Oh, I see what you guys are saying. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag. I'll have to refresh. I don't know if it's necessarily, maybe it's Twitch too. Let me refresh this. So are you guys saying that it's still lagging? Because it shouldn't be lagging for me. Alright, so this should be a little bit better. So actually, it took me an hour to do this, so this is not too much, so. Yeah, Joe, I saw that. You can accept all. I just did it. No more lag. Okay. So let's start this in 3, 2, 1. Alright, folks, Portuguese Idiot, we are back. Let's examine this dog tag, and we're going to turn off the music, that's right. Because we do not want to get hit with a copyright. Alright, so let's see, who is this? I'm sure that's JE. JS? No? Okay, it is. And Ava. Nope. Oh, this is a lot slower. Yeah, a lot slower. That or the timers are going by way faster. James Savage? What? We get Savage back? What? 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 I'm flabbergasted and very excited. That was a surprise. I am so glad that I am very, very happy that nobody spoiled that for me. That is awesome. Oh man, he better not be the murderer. but it is really nice to have him back. He was a fan favorite for sure. Fan favorite for sure. Yeah, look at the time on this. Holy crap. Timer on mobile is just so fast. Jeez Louise. We got a digital camera in that dumpster, Ace. It's a MyPon X3000. Zoe has one of these. Strange that someone would throw this away. Let's crack the camera's password and see who it belongs to. That is cool. That is cool. Well, I'm very excited that we're able to talk to him. Thank goodness, Leonard. I looked everywhere for you. Where'd you find him, Secret Agent Ace? Outside the dome security checkpoint. Not a safe place for dogs. Nonsense. Leonard's a tough one. That dome's completely harmless. Actually, Mr. Savage, we're here investigating the murder of a DreamLife scientist, Dr. Ernesto Vega. Another murder? I see nothing's changed after 5 years, Secret Agent Ace. And before you ask, I don't know anything about it. These DreamLife people pretty much keep to themselves. That dome was annoying at first, but now I'm grateful it's protecting my forest from the radiation. Well, you certainly mellowed out over the years, Mr. Savage. We'll be in touch if we have any more questions. Please, I don't want any more questions with him. I just want to check in on him, make sure everything's going well. Oh, phenomenal codec. Oh, the codec with this new timing. This is going to be great. I'm sure I'm not going to take, forever to do this. Ah, 5, 6, 6, 8, 6, 5. 5, 6, 8. Hey, so let's see these photos. Well, there's a shot of the security checkpoint and a few snaps of the forest, and what the heck, that's a photo of me, and here's one of Astrid. Zoe took these pictures. How could Zoe's camera end up in a DreamLife dumpster, Ace? You think she was out here? That's ridiculous. Uh-oh. I agree it's weird, but there must be a logical explanation. Let's go to my place and talk to Zoe. Oh, crap. Oh, brother, this is not good. So now we have James Savage and Zoe as a suspect. That's not good. Hey, David, what are you doing here? Aren't you on duty? Yeah, well, we're hoping you clear something up, Zoe. We're investigating a murder, and Ace found your camera in the trash outside the dome. Oh, so that's where I dropped my camera. Someone must have found it and thrown it away. So you were near the dome. What on earth were you doing? I should have told you about this, but I've been having strange dreams about the dome recently. I keep having visions of walking through the forest, but I've never been there before. So I decided to go out there and look at the dome myself to see if I remembered anything. Did you? No, nothing at all. I took a few pictures, but felt more foolish than anything else, so I left. Well, you really should have told me about this, Zoe, and you shouldn't be going anywhere near that dome. I know, I'll promise I'll stay away from it now on. I've been sorting through Rupert's belongings, Ace, and Jasper says it'll help find closure. Yeah, well, we all miss him, Amir, but Rupert wouldn't want us moping around. There's work to be done, he'd say. Well, like the victim's eyeglasses, they've certainly kept me busy. You see, I detect no traces of fingerprints or any viable DNA samples, but then I noticed these markings, which I determined are from a boot print, or more specifically, a hiking boot print. I believe the victim's glasses fell off during the struggle and were broken as the killer fled the scene, stepping on them with their hiking boots. Well, great clue, Ace. The killer's hiking boots were made for walking. Straight to jail. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Alright, so we got 25 more seconds before we save a cache. So let's see. So you can go up here for energy. That's for all your stuff. Get cash. Get coins. Alright. Well, yeah, I'm sure Savage has those boats. Or those boots. As you already established, Ace, the victim died of severe head trauma. The killer repeatedly struck Dr. Vega with a heavy object. I found small fragments of stone embedded in the wound, so be on the lookout for a large rock. Well, duly noted. What else can you tell us about the crime? Well, I know some string stuck to the body, which I assume was a loose thread from the victim's coat. However, the thread turned out to be dental floss. Considering the poor state of the victim's teeth, it's obvious that he never touched dental floss, which means that the killer did. Wow, we'll never look a gift clue in the mouth, Ace. Our killer uses dental floss. That's a new one. Well, I hate to admit it, Ace, but Marconi gave us a good lead, alerting us to the murder of DreamLife scientist Dr. Vega. Hawkeye's security guard, Keith Vaughn, found the body while patrolling outside the dome, and James Savage claims to know nothing about the murder, convinced the dome's protecting the forest. And then there's Zoe. I can't believe she went to the dome to take photographs alone. What was she thinking? I know she's desperate to regain her memories, but... Hey, sorry to interrupt, Security Janice, but you must come quickly. What's the emergency? I was guarding the crime scene by the lake, and I found a tunnel into the dome. Ooh, a secret tunnel. Interesting. Well, guys, I'll see you guys in Chapter 2. It's been Pitching Easy 88. Over and out. And because I grabbed everything, we can actually complete Chapter 2 right now. So, on your mark. Get set, go. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Like Criminal Case on Facebook, we are headed on to chapter number 2, where they found a secret tunnel. Yes, let's do it. Let's head over there. So this is a secret tunnel, so this is where DreamLife was like, they do not want people to get in this. Cigarettes for sure. Yep. Clown, creative tools. Gas can. Perfect. Someone's definitely illicitly used this tunnel to get out of the dome, Ace, and I bet DreamLife has no idea. It's possible the killer snuck out to settle a score with Dr. Vega without being flagged at the main gate. This certainly complicates matters. A fresh pack of cigarettes means someone was here recently. Ace, let's dust it for fingerprints. Searching that carried of equipment can't hurt either. With any luck, we'll find another lead. Let's do it. Yeah, you're probably right. Keith the guard is definitely gonna have known about this. Oh my gosh. Okay, what can I find? Ooh, there's a bloody rock. That crate contained more than rusty equipment, Ace. That rock splattered with blood. That rock's exactly what Martine took us to look for. This could be the murder weapon. Let's have her examine it to be sure. Huh, what's this? Oh, this is different. It was a lot quicker than before. Great news, Ace. These fingerprints are all of the cigarettes. Let's run the prints to the database to find out who's in this tunnel. Door's black. Who are you? Food court. Interesting. Let's ask Miss Black what she was doing in that tunnel. Ooh. Somebody's trying to sneak out for a little bit of hanky-panky, I think. Oops. Well, I didn't know the police were working under the dome today. Is anything wrong? Well, we're actually here to see you, Miss Black. We know you've been sneaking around in that tunnel that leads outside the dome. Tunnel? I don't know what you're talking about. We know you're out there. Secret Agent Ace found your cigarettes. Alright, fine, but don't tell Rosette. She'd have my head if she knew I'd been sneaking out. It's a major security breach. Ah, so we were right. DreamLife doesn't know about the secret exit. How did you find out about it? One day the door to that drainage tunnel was open, so I could see sunlight filtering through, so I went in and saw the broken doors. It's hard being shut in under this dome. I sneak out to the forest whenever I need a little escape. Well, it's interesting that your little escape leads to a crime scene. Dr. Vega was murdered by the lake. Wait, he was murdered? That's horrible. Yeah, it is really terrible. He seemed like a nice guy. He'd order one of my fajita specials every day. I don't know why anyone would kill Dr. Vega, but I assure you it wasn't me. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm believing her. You're just in time for my report on that blood-stained rock, Ace. The stone is indeed the murder weapon. The blood type matches the victim's. Where the murder weapon ended up in the tunnel? Did the killer drop it there on the way back into the dome, or is the killer someone from outside who used the place to hide evidence? I don't know that, but I can give you another solid lead on the murderer. I found 2 marks on the rock. Where the killer would have grabbed it, there's traces of dimethyl phthalate, carbate, and lemon oil, or bug spray. Okay, that's easier to say. Apparently the killer came to the forest prepared. They were wearing insect repellent. Well, that's a fly in the killer's ointment, Ace. Their insect repellent have given them away. We're building a solid profile of our killer, but this investigation is far from over. Let's head back to the dome security checkpoint. Yeah, we've actually gotten quite a bit. Got three things already. We're not even in chapter 3. Ooh, you think a stain? That's not good. Alright, access badge has got to be something, right? No? Alright, voice recorder. Graffiti, broken sign, trowel. Where's the trowel? Cash, book. Where the heck's the trowel? There it is, right in front of me. I see spotted, Ace. That book belonged to the victim. That's weird. Why would a genius like Dr. Vega be reading astronomy for schmucks? Oh, well, that's because this isn't a book at all. There's a bottle of gin hidden inside. A secret compartment. And look at this message. This is getting too risky. What's that mean? A sample of what that white stain could explain it, Ace. Locking that voice recorder is also a good idea. As well as piecing together those scraps of metal. Let's get to it, Ace. Oh, I will bet you anything that the Marconi security guard is filtering stuff or smuggling stuff in for the people. Ooh, keep out. Uh-oh. This is savage for sure. Oh, brother, Savage, this is totally you. We know it. Why did you do this? That metal is a keep out sign, Ace, and it has the victim's face drawn on it. There's something painted there, too. Stay out of my forest. Yep. Savage said the DreamLife scientists keep them themselves. What would he have against Dr. Vega? Only one way to find out, Ace. Let's ask James Savage. Yep. Knew he was going to be like that. Alright, so let's see who this voice recorder belongs to. Dictation notes for LaRue's Limelight, Episode 7, an exclusive CCN report about the mystery surrounding Grimsboro Forest. LaRue's Limelight. Well, this recorder must belong to CCN journalist Louis LaRue, and apparently he's been snooping around here. I agree, Ace. Let's ask Mr. LaRue if he's not noticed anything relevant to our investigation. Whoops. Now, this guy I could see being the murderer for sure. I haven't seen that guy in a while. Oh, interesting. There's like a full screen. Oh my gosh, are you really this slow? Oh my gosh, this is so slow. I am not a fan of this. Oh my gosh, it's painstakingly slow. Wow. I don't need that much help. I just click around a lot. Alright, Ace, let's rush the sample from the victim's book to the lab. Hopefully it'll explain the hidden gin in that message. I don't know, maybe you guys who have been doing mobile are used to that, but man, that was slow as heck. Saving collected off that fake book was pretty straightforward, Ace. Nothing that would scar me for life. I assume that has a double meaning, Emir? It does. The sample is an ointment containing menthol and eucalyptus oil, a cream used to treat scar tissue. Ah, that's right, Ace. Keith Vaughn has a prominent scar, so Vaughn was the one who wrote that message in Vegas' fake book. Ace, I say we talked to Mr. Vaughn about what was getting too risky. I mean, we kind of guessed that, guys, right? I mean, Vaughn was smuggling in stuff. Oh no, James Savage is gone. Can you explain this keep outside secret agent Ace found? Mr. Savage, you were obviously mad at the victim. Because Dr. Vega was making my life a nightmare. He'd come to the lake every day running tests on the water. Whenever I drank it afterwards, I had to floss for hours. I don't know what that dome's protecting us from, but if DreamLife isn't destroying the environment, I'll eat my hiking boots. The forest ecology is a disaster. The animals are scared and there's so many insects now I have to use bug spray. This forest might be a testing ground for them, but it's my home. Scientists like Vega must be stopped. Alright, well apparently you're not so mellow after all, Mr. Savage. Let's hope you didn't take extreme measures to stop Dr. Vega yourself. Oh, brother Savage. I mean, you're living up to your name for sure. Alright, well, they're having a little bug there. Sorry, Secret Agents, I'm just flashing before my broadcast. We should be more careful with your equipment, Mr. LaRue. We found this in the recorder by the dome security checkpoint. Were you trying to get in? Well, what I wouldn't give to get on that dome. I was curious when you raised doubts about whether or not there was really a satellite in there. If DreamLife's hiding something, it's a major story, and I intend on discovering the truth. I've been investigating it for weeks. Why else would I be out in that forest? Do you think I enjoy wearing mosquito repellent? Well, while you're digging around for stories, we're investigating the murder of a DreamLife scientist, Dr. Vega. What? There's been another murder? Thanks for the scoop, Secret Agent Ace. I'll include that in my broadcast. I'll be glad to interview you later if you agree. Oh, brother. You brother. You brother. I did not want to have to refresh. Alright, so with this new update that they did, there have been a couple of bugs that we've found. So, but luckily they had a contact from Pretty Simple that was on the stream earlier, and he or she was able to view it. So they'll look into it, I'm sure. Mr. Vaughn, what's the meaning of this book we found with a bottle of gin hidden inside? And what's this message mean? It's just a little side business. You see, alcohol is strictly forbidden under the dome. That Rosetta Broad thinks it poisons the mind. Vega would get desperate for a drink. Even though he was allowed to leave the dome, he couldn't go into town and buy booze, so I helped him out. A profitable racket, I'm sure, so why was it getting risky? because Vega got reckless. He wanted to bring in more booze for other people. He said there were big bucks in it, but I knew he'd get caught. Everything I do is monitored from the hours I work to my regulation hiking boots. If Marconi found out what I was doing, there'd be hell to pay. You don't cross him and get away with it. Well, Mr. Vaughn, if you did more than threaten Dr. Vega, crossing Marconi will be the least of your worries. To be fair, crossing Dr. Marconi is probably not a good idea. Solving Dr. Vega's murder is proving to be complicated, Ace. The murder occurred outside the dome, and the victim was the only DreamLife employee who came through the main gate, so we assumed the killer might be someone from the outside. But then we discovered a covert entrance into the dome that DreamLife's unaware of, leading straight to the crime scene. We know the killer used this tunnel to dump the evidence, but did they also use it to move between the crime scene and the dome? Doris Black, who works in the DreamLife food court, admits to using the tunnel, but the only beef she had with the victim was in her fajitas. James Savage was fed up with the DreamLife making a mess of the forest, while Keith Vaughn was worried his alcohol smuggling might get exposed. And Louis LaRoe is here chasing an exclusive story. I realize he's close friends with Zoe, but I don't appreciate him snooping around our investigation. Either way, let's crack. Wait, what's that noise, Ace? I think it's coming from over there. Secret Ace, thank goodness. You have to help Zoe. What happened to her? She collapsed. Brother. Poor Zoe. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in Chapter 3. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Over and out. Alright, guys. We're going to grab some stars, and then we'll finish off Chapter 3. Yeah, James has been in a lot of cases. It could very easily be him that's the murderer. More so just because, as you pointed out, he's been in a lot of these things. Yeah, my robot cat is appearing a lot more. It definitely seems that way. I don't mean to share. All right. Why are we doing Celine Dion right now? Now that you're doing it, now I'm thinking about it in my head. I don't know. I gotta watch that the Deadpool 2 Celine Dion, because that was pretty good. Yeah, he is coming up a lot. Oh, good morning, Kian. Good to see you up. Am I really that late? Or are you just up early? Got a whole new interface for Criminal Case, which is basically them just doing mobile, but now it's on desktop. So that's a trip. Oh, and they changed their music, so which means we can put it on now because we're not recording. But we may want to test to see if the music is available to be put up to on YouTube without being dinged. So we might even be able to put in like a tester or something. Now, I love the new music. I just don't know if it's going to be copyrighted. Now, we had a representative from Pretty Simple, and they said that it's music that they own, but that still doesn't mean that we're not going to get copyright strikes from somebody. So we're being good right now, just to cover our bases, and then we can run some experiments by throwing up a video with their music. I mean, this makes way more sense for them to have the same look on all different platforms. Yeah, Kian, what do you feel about you being in the case again? I mean, personally, I think you look a lot like Philip Hoover, almost more so than you did in Mysteries of the Past. I feel like you'll never see someone that looks a little bit more like me, more so because they already did a Jack Archer. Yeah, the first aid kit's green, but I think we went over this last time. That's actually in Europe. That's the color of the first aid kit, so it's known. Oh my gosh! Now it's getting laggy. Well, yeah, initially they just put my name on it. And then they decided to put, like, my character in the game, so that was kind of cool. I appreciated that. Alright guys, well we got probably about 10 more minutes and then we're going to finish off Chapter 3 and probably Chapter 4. Yeah, I don't think I did face cam for Trevor Finn. I wish I had. Alright, I can't find anything here. Flashlight to kill me. Where the heck? Oh, there it is. Sports bottle right there. There we go. There it is. All right, three more. Beer bottle. Shoot, I felt like yep, right there. Yeah, I'm missing Shiny. Wonder where he went. Where do I live? I live in Phoenix, Arizona. The hottest place in the US of A. It was 104 yesterday. That's not a hot day, but it is in September. Yes, I would dress up because, and this is something I may have to do for the next season, is I used to wait for certain things. So I think I would only speed up the chapter 1, and then the rest of them I would just play, and I would wait the time. I might actually start doing that, and I might not actually live stream that much for the next season, just because I can't spend that much money. I can't spend the money that I'm spending now on Criminal Case. I'm gonna finish off this season and do it though, just because Criminal Case has been so good to me, but it's not sustainable. Oh, 104 Fahrenheit. I can't remember what that is in Celsius. I think it's like 40, maybe, if I remember correctly. I forget what it is. Somebody can go on Google and figure out what the difference is. Shoot, I could do that too. Let's see, graffiti, heart. Yeah, and I mean, we might even do that next district, honestly. Yeah, let's see, 115 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Yeah, so it can get up to 46 degrees Celsius here. How do you survive? So when it gets to be that hot and like it feels like you've opened up an oven and you just get that hotness, you just don't stay outside that often. Like you literally just you bring water everywhere with you, and you are not outside. Like that's just not something people do. And if you're outside, you're usually like walking somewhere or doing something. You're not doing too much. Yeah. 45 degrees Celsius is pretty darn hot, I'll have to say. But yeah, like right now I think we're at we've been at 40, 41 degrees Celsius. It's still pretty hot. Alright, cool. So we are now on to chapter 3. Let's finish off chapter 3. Mark, get set. Cool. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace Idiot, we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Try that again. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace Idiot, we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter 3. And we had Zoe show up. Well, you know her friends, so Zoe phoned me distraught, asking if I walked through the forest with her to help her jog her memory. But she fainted. You gotta do something. Ace, quick, get it done. Wait, see Region Ace. Zoe's coming around. Brother. Wait, what's happening? Where am I? Take it easy, honey. You fainted. Well, thank goodness you're awake. You scared me to death, Zoe. I fainted? I don't know what came over me. It must be all the stress. I sat here with Lewis when I finally felt lightheaded. I sat down for a minute. Next thing I know, you're here. Well, don't exert yourself, darling. Ace, I'll take Zoe home so she can rest. I'll get out of your hair. You feel better, Zoe. If you could do another sweep of the crime scene while I'm gone, Ace, I'll meet you there after Zoe is settled. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky and get 2 stars. Alright, and we're going to need to refresh because this is starting to get laggy. Wow, it's super laggy. That's okay, they're working on it. Oh, that's scary. Ace, thank goodness I got Zoe home. She's resting now. Meanwhile, you found more clues, and that bag has the victim's initials on it, so let's search through his belongings. That phone could also belong to Dr. Vega. We can crack his password to be sure. His picture's on the paper, but it's covered with red powder. Let's clean it off. Zoe's not the only one feeling the pressure, Ace. We can't lose focus now. We're so close to catching our killer. It's true. We're getting very, very close. Alright. There we go. Much faster. Oh, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. It's LM7. Well, let's Dr. Vega's phone, alright. Let's have Kathy sift through his data. Whoa. That's a little interesting. Maybe clear away that red powder, Ace. This looks like a tacky profession of love. Depicts a victim as an astronaut with the phrase, "I've fallen for you." Putting that red powder on the microscope might tell us who this card is meant for, Ace. Oh, brother. Is it going to be the cook? Ooh, nice check. You found a check in the victim's bag, Ace, for $5,000 from Louis LaRoe. That's a hefty sum of money. Clearly had dealings with the victim, though he didn't say anything to us. Let's ask Louis what his payment for. What this payment is for. I'll guarantee you it's for an interview. Yep, you were right. Fajita seasoning. Powder you collected off the victim's love profession's fajita mix, Ace. Wait, Doris Black said the victim ordered her fajitas every day. This card was meant for her. Clearly, the victim was more than a casual acquaintance, as our only suspect who's been on both sides of the dome, we must establish what Miss Black's hiding. Yep. Yep. Hey, how's Zoe, Secret Agent Ace? I had no idea she clapped like that. She's fine, no thanks to you, but you should be more concerned about your own affairs, like why you paid $5,000 to the victim. How do you know about that? You see, I really am chasing a story about DreamLife. After weeks of digging, I got onto Dr. Vega's trail, one of the only scientists I could speak to outside of the dome. After much persuasion, Vega agreed to hand over highly classified information for the right price. Oh, classified. Well, if Dr. Vega divulged anything that might have gotten him killed, we should know about it. Well, he never gave me anything. Dr. Vega took the money, then changed his mind. I trudged out to that lake in my hiking boots for nothing. Oh, well, you must have been pretty angry losing a big exclusive like that. Well, you're suggesting I killed him? Hardly. I don't take no for an answer. Vega would have talked eventually. Whoa. 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 Well, it's time for you to stop lying about the victim, Miss Black. We know he professed his love for you. Ugh, not that creepy thing. Dr. Vega was infatuated with me. He really did order lunch every day, but he didn't come for the food. The guy wouldn't leave me alone. He'd lurk around waiting for my shift to end, then follow me into my quarters saying my skin smelled nice. If anything, I was hoping the fragrance of my bug spray would put him off. Well, but why didn't you report him to DreamLife? Me get a scientist in trouble? I'd have been fired. Oh, well, that's an awful situation to be in, Miss Black, but I hope you didn't murder Dr. Vega to get him off your back. Again, it's a rock. I don't think that she would have done that. That's a very aggressive crime. Your victim's phone was more secure than Fort Knox, Ace. Everything on there was heavily encrypted. Well, there's nothing about any conflict that might implicate his killer. There's one thing that's disturbing. And what's that? When I looked through Dr. Vega's contacts, I found Zoe's phone number. Wait, he had Zoe's phone number? I hate to disturb Zoe right now, Ace, but we must ask her about this. Yeah, well, the whole she has no idea where she was, I think that is directly tied to this. For sure. They did something to her. Well, David, it's sweet of you to check on me, but you have an investigation to worry about. Well, honey, that's actually why we're here. For some reason, our victim had your number in his phone. Well, that's because I gave it to him, Ace. Wait, why did you give him your number? Well, this morning, I'm sorry, I should have told you everything before. Like I said, I put on my hiking boots and headed to the dome. Naturally, I wasn't allowed in, so when I saw someone coming out, I talked to them. I was desperate to speak with anyone from inside to understand why I've been dreaming about the dome. So when Dr. Vega came out, you spoke to him. What did he say? Nothing. He brushed me aside as if this very smell of my bug spray was offensive. But I insisted he take my number to call me if he thought of anything. Sorry I kept this from you, but I want to see if anything came of this, but it's another dead end. I understand, darling, but you shouldn't have been upfront with us about this. Hiding things only makes it worse than it already is. Oh, brother. Can't believe Zoe lied, Ace. I know she's stressed out. Heck, she even fainted in the forest, but still no excuse. Worse still, now that I think of it, Zoe uses dental floss. I guess we should add that to her profile, Ace. Despite being cooped up under glass for a year, Dr. Vega was sure making waves, Ace. Doris Black, our only suspect from under the dome, felt trapped by the victim's obsessive advances. And while Louis Leroux paid Dr. Vega for inside information about DreamLife, the victim gave him nothing. And there's Zoe, who actually met the victim this morning, desperately seeking answers about her dreams. But Ace, we have a problem. DreamLife management have discovered we're investigating the tunnel. They've realized it's a security breach and are about to seal it off. Wait, that's a crime scene, Chief. Ace, we better get there before we're shut out. Oops, I do not want to play full screen. Paper plane, torn fabric, nest, and boot. The boot's definitely a clue. Oh, and then there's a bucket. Gosh darn it. Oh, I got 700. Wow, nice. Well, good thing we searched this tunnel before it sealed off Ace. That hiking boot has blood on it, and we know the killer wears hiking boots. This must be theirs. Let's take a sample of that blood for analysis. We should also piece together that blood-stained rag. It's only a matter of time before killers behind bars, Ace. Let's get to work. Somebody just left their shoes. That was not a smart move. Oh yeah, this one. There we go. Let's not lose momentum, Ace. Let's get this blood you collected off the killer's hiking boots to a mirror. I don't know why we need to restore this fabric. In the sense of, we should just test it for stuff. Next up, sewing up that bloodstained rag, Ace. Let's rush it to the lab. I don't know why we had to sew it up before we had to send it over to the lab. But, it is what it is, man. Perfect timing, Ace. The bloodstains on the handkerchief match the victim, meaning belongs to our killer. They must wipe their hands before dropping in the tunnel to their peril, because they left their skin cells behind. There were enough skin cells, but the skin cells possess trace antibodies of a measles vaccine. However, this was only licensed 40 years ago, meaning if the killer was inoculated, they must be under 40. There's number up, Ace. We're looking for a killer who's younger than 40. I can't remember how old Zoe is now. Amir, what'd you make of that blood sample from the killer's boot? Well, while the blood obviously belonged to the victim, there was something unusual about it. Mixing with it were traces of blueberry juice. I was confused too. The traces of juice in the blood on the boot suggest the killer ran through one of these bushes, meaning the killer will undoubtedly have blueberry stains on their clothing. Oh shoot, it's Zoe. Oh shoot. It's Zoe. Oh no, it's Zoe. It's Zoe. Oh wait, he has a blueberry stain. It could be him. But she's under 40. Oh no, it's Zoe. Oh, great. That's not gonna make Jones happy. Poor Jones. Zoe, you murdered Dr. Vega, but... No, Ace, I won't believe it. David, Ace is right. I can't lie anymore. You must have found my hiking boot left behind in that tunnel. But I don't understand. It can't be you. You weren't the only one wearing those boots. What about the handkerchief? My skin cells must have been all over it. We found skin cells and other clues that point to you, but... And surely you found the rock I used to kill Dr. Vega. You're a good cop, Ace. You know in your heart the evidence points to me. I should have confessed straight away, David, but I was scared. Now I just want it to be over. But why? Why would you commit murder? Because I finally remembered everything, and I know what happened to me when I disappeared, and it was all Dr. Vega's fault. Huh? I really did go to the dome to jog my memory, and while I was taking photos, I saw Dr. Vega come out. I recognized him immediately the moment I saw his face. The memories came flooding back. Memories of what? I don't understand any of this. Memories of scientific experiments under the dome. Dr. Vega used me as a test subject. Yep. So they experimented on you. Yes, I remember being strapped down, given injections, and all the while it was Dr. Vega performing these experiments. I can't tell you the suffering I went through, Ace. Oh, Zoe. Never spoke with Dr. Vega at the security checkpoint. I lied about giving him my number. He must have had it to keep tabs on me all these months. But I did fall into the lake to confront him about what I'd remembered. He just laughed, saying nobody would believe a crazy woman who lost her memory. And that's when I snapped. The rage and frustration of the past year exploded in a single instant. I grabbed that rock and beat him until he was dead. I didn't plan on murdering him, Ace. You must believe me. But after I'd panicked, hiding the evidence in that nearby tunnel. Alright, so I'm going to guess 15 years. 15 years. 10 to 15 years, probably. I'm going to guess 15. Zoe Kasuma, you're charged with the murder of Dr. Ernesto Vega. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor. I killed that monster. I regret taking a man's life, but I'm not sorry he's dead. You claim the victim conducted experiments on you inside the DreamLife dome. These are serious accusations. It's the truth, Your Honor. I know what happened. Oh, snap. I remember. I see. Given this... Oh, remanding you in custody pending a thorough psychiatric evaluation. Please forgive me, Ace. I love you, David. Wow, she didn't even get anything. Everyone's devastated about what transpired today. I can hardly believe it. Joan's girlfriend murdered Dr. Vega. According to Zoe, Dr. Vega conducted human experiments under the dome, and she was his test subject. But how did she get under the dome in the first place? What were those experiments? And how did Zoe escape? There's so many unanswered questions. If what Zoe says is true, Ace, we must get to the bottom. If what she says is true, of course it's true, Ace. Zoe wouldn't lie about something like this. And I, for one, won't sit around here and let it happen. DreamLife will pay for what they did to Zoe. Hey, hold your jets. We all feel the same way, Jones, but we must stay calm, and to hell with calm. I'm out of here. Oh, brother. Now we gotta go get Jones. Crap. Alright, guys, let's go do the initial investigation and hope that Jones is not a lunatic. Alright, guys, see you guys later. This has been Pitching Case 8. Over and out. I think I have all the stars needed. I do. So we can go straight on to the additional investigation and wrap this up. Mark, get set, go. Alright, folks, Pitching Case 8, we are back. Heading on to the additional investigation where we need to figure out where the heck Jones is and make sure that he doesn't do anything stupid. Yep, I'm very... Yep. Okay, well, let's save Jones from himself. Let's do our best to save Jones from himself. Yeah, this is definitely a this is rough for sure. I mean, we kind of all guesstimated that they were running experiments on her, but different when it actually like happens. That was just a theory. Darn it, I don't see Jones anywhere. He's so upset, there's no telling what he might do. Good point, Ace. Those leaves look like they've been disturbed recently. Searching through them could get us onto Jones's trail. Yeah, you say he's the worst character ever, but then again, at the same time, he, was probably just doing it under orders from someone else. So, I mean, if it wasn't him, it was someone else. You gotta get to the top. Like a Rosetta. Look at that time just goes so freaking fast. Oh, the gun. I have no idea where it would happen to the chat. There's a gun buried under those leaves, Ace, and it belongs to Jones, so he was here. Jones wouldn't leave his firearm lying around. Something must be very wrong. Let's have Rita examine Jones's weapon. Maybe she'll establish what happened here. Oh crap! This is like anxiety right now. Oh, and it's slowing down. Great. Hey, so what are you doing here? Is David with you? I don't know if I can face him. It's just us, Zoe. How are you feeling? For months I've been desperate to regain my memory. Now that I have, my whole world's turned upside down. I can't believe I killed someone. What have I done? We're not here to judge you. We just want to understand. Tell us about what you remember. Well, as you know, I used to be a social worker. I was investigating the whereabouts of certain missing persons just before I disappeared. I was outside the library one afternoon when suddenly a dark vehicle drove up. I was just grabbed, shoved, and sedated with chloroform. Was it DreamLife who kidnapped you? I suppose so, because I woke up under the dome, locked up with the very people I'd been searching for. We were all used for experiments. Dr. Vega took blood samples, poked us with injections. Did anyone else run tests on you besides Dr. Vega's? Well, I don't remember everything. Some of it's still a blur. I'd black out for long periods, losing all sense of time. What happened to the other people? Are they still under the dome? No, they're all dead, just like I would have been had I not run. How'd you survive, Zoe? How'd you escape? One day I noticed my straps were loose. I pretended to be sedated until Dr. Vega was out of the room. Then I made my escape. I found a door to that drainage tunnel and used a steel barrel to break those bars. They're pretty old and rusty. Oh, so you're the one who escaped the dome through the tunnel. No wonder you knew it was there. Yeah, but that's not all. I remember now that when I escaped, I grabbed a box of papers about the experiment, but I lost them in the tunnel. Box of papers. Well, Zoe escaped months ago, Ace. With any luck, it'll still be down there. Let's go. Snap, man. This is getting intense. This is a great chance. DreamLife has shut this tunnel down. Ain't nobody supposed to go in there. Well, too bad. Our investigation's ongoing and we're tying up loose ends. Alright. What happens in the tunnel stays in the tunnel. Just don't get me in trouble. Yeah, we won't. If you're good. If you don't rat on us. Okay, well that's obviously the clue. No? Okay. Oh, it's because it wasn't down here, that's why. That's right, I wanted to test this with sound. See what happens. Well, that box kind of looks like it's been here for months, and it's got DreamLife logo on it. Could this be what Zoe took with her when she escaped? Hopefully there's something inside this box that'll shed some light on Dr. Vega's research. Let's crack that lock. Yeah, let's do it. Dude, this is getting so interesting. Oh, it was close. It must be this one. Oh, DreamLife. There we go. Well, this box is full of DreamLife documents. Ace, this must be what Zoe took when she made her escape. Let's have a mirror examine them. Oh snap! This might be the break in the case, honestly, for us. Tell us, Mary, have you found anything useful in those papers Zoe stole from under the dome? Well, they are indeed Dr. Vega's research notes, and despite being months old, they're loaded with valuable information. For starters, they confirm what we already know of Brazilian, that the extraterrestrial element can enhance or suppress processes in living organisms. However, after digging deeper into Dr. Vega's notes, I discovered he was using Brazilian to synthesize a drug or serum of some kind called protozane. A drug? Do the papers explain what it's used for? Fortunately not. However, Dr. Vega was clearly working under direct orders from DreamLife, so they are behind the research. What about evidence of human experimentation? Is there anything supporting Zoe's claims? No, we all believe Zoe, but there's nothing that corroborates her story. Darn it, Ace. I'd hope we find some concrete evidence to present to Judge Powell to shut DreamLife down for good. Nevertheless, Zoe's testimony in this drug research could be enough. Let's schedule a hearing with Judge Powell. Well, I have good news and bad news about Jones' firearm, Ace. The good news is that this gun wasn't fired. However, after dusting the gun for fingerprints, I found two distinct sets, Jones and Tony Marconi's. Oh, great. Marconi, why did he handle this gun? What on earth happened by the lakeside? Either way, Ace, we have to find Marconi fast. My guess is Jones actually teamed up with Marconi and put his differences aside. That's my guess. What's up, Judge Powell? Help us out here for once. Chief Parker, Secret Agent Ace, I reviewed the material about DreamLife's drug program, as well as claims that are conducting human experimentation, of which Ms. Kasuma was the subject. Yes, we're seeking a warrant to shut down DreamLife down immediately. Well, I'm faced with a moral quandary. I sympathize with Ms. Kasuma, and I'm inclined to believe her testimony. However, I see no proof of anything besides the development of a drug, which isn't illegal. But, Your Honor, I'm sorry, Secret Agent Ace, but based on this evidence, I have no authority to shut DreamLife down. All you have is a testimony of a convicted murderer whose memory is sketchy as best. With no corroborating evidence, my hands are tied. Well, if corroborating evidence is what you need, Your Honor, then that's where we'll go. Let's go, Secret Agent Ace. Yep. I'm actually glad that Judge Powell did it that way. Alright, Marconi, what were you doing with Jones' gun? Where is he? I'm glad you're here, Secret Agent Ace. Have I got a story for you? So Jones phoned me demanding that we meet at the lake. He was in such a state, I knew better than to refuse. You know what? He wanted me to bust his girlfriend out of lockup. Can you imagine Joan asking me to orchestrate a jailbreak? Wait, he wanted to stage a jailbreak, but that's absurd. Well, that's what I said. It's not like I couldn't do it, but I didn't want him to do something that he'd regret. Anyway, Jones got mad and drew his gun, so I tackled him. While we were struggling on the ground, his gun went flying. And Jones just left it behind? Well, I told you it wasn't himself. When he realized I wouldn't cooperate, he ran towards the dome security checkpoint, crying revenge. Did you hear that, Ace? Jones headed to the security checkpoint. We better hurry. You gotta find him, Secret Agent Ace, for his own good. And here, have something to eat. You look pale. Of course I look pale. My main partner that I've had for multiple seasons is going AWOL right now. It's disturbing to me. I like Jones. He needs to not go AWOL. He needs to get his ish together. Good thing, Ace. If Jones tried to storm into the dome, maybe there's a record of that in security log. Let's check it out. Maybe he's in there like their internal prison or something. There it is. Ace, look at this logbook entry. Hawkeye Security taking Jones into custody. It says David Jones, an officer for the Grimsboro PD, was taken into custody for trespassing on DreamLife property. Oh, what have you done, Jones? At least we know that he's safe, Ace. I'll phone Marconi the disguise of Jones and we'll go bail him out. Jones, you've made some dumb decisions in your life. Ace, you came for me. I don't even know what to say. We could start by apologizing for making us worry. You pulled a gun on Marconi and tried to break into the dome. This isn't you, Jones. We understand it's a lot to deal with learning what Zoe's been through and finding out that she committed murder, but you can't lose yourself now. You must stay strong, if not for yourself, then for her. My poor Zoe, I failed her completely. I thought I was being a good boyfriend helping her regain her memory, but she'd have been better off never remembering at all. The things she went through under that dome, I won't rest until DreamLife is taken down. Well, neither will we. We're on your side, but we must work together. You won't accomplish anything charging in there on your own. Yeah, I know I act like a complete fool. It's just Zoe and everything. All I had in my head was white noise and rage. I'm sorry. Well, all's forgiven, but no more asking Marconi to break Zoe out of jail. Of course, Ace, that was a stupid idea. What kind of life would she have as a fugitive? Thank you for being there for me, Ace, and for bailing me out. I'll pay any fines I have to. Alright, Ace, despite what we've discovered, Judge Powell won't grant us. Yeah, she won't. Her hands are tied. We have to prove this. But we have 2 more cases to prove this. And Zoe's already helped us a great deal in that direction. Whereas I've been nothing but useless, Ace. Apologize for storming out like I did, Chief. There's no excuse. You'd be right to reprimand me. We all understand what you're going through. Just don't let it happen again. And Zoe's been asking after you. If you're ready to see her, I think it'd be good to both do a blah blah blah. Yes, I think I'm ready to face Zoe now. Ace, would you mind coming with me? Okay, good, good. Because if they said, I'm going to go meet Zoe, and then they ended the case without actually meeting her, I would think that she would have died, which would not have been a good thing. So I just came to tell you, oh David, you must think I'm a monster. I'm so sorry for what I've done, for the pain I'm causing you. There's nothing to be sorry for. I don't blame you for anything. None of what you went through is your fault. We know who the real monsters are. Apparently they might have been experimenting on you to develop a drug called protozane. I hate to ask you if you remember anything about that, but protozane, I never heard of that, David. But I do remember the room where I was experimented on, the one inside the dome. It's lab 88B. Alright, Zoe, I promise we'll search that room top to bottom. We'll find proof of what DreamLife did to you and the others. We'll bring them justice. Well, I guess you'll be leaving now. Then this is goodbye, David. I'm sorry, Ace, for everything. Of course this isn't goodbye. I'll visit you every day. I love you, Zoe. I love you too, David. And you and Ace should have this to remember me by. Forest hair. I mean, when I'll say I'll visit Zoe every day, Ace, I won't abandon her. Your support will mean the world to Zoe. You're a good man, Jones. Maybe, but there are some very bad people under that dome working for DreamLife. I know the judge said we can't shut DreamLife down, but surely we know with the room where Zoe was experimented on, we can get a warrant to investigate. Oh, yes, I've obtained a warrant granting restricted access to search lab 88B. If DreamLife's been conducting experiments on humans to develop protozane, we're sure to find proof in that lab. So what are we waiting for, Ace? Let's go find that lab. Oh man, I am excited. I am excited. I am excited. 2 more cases left, guys. September 13th, next Thursday. So we'll see you guys next Thursday. This is Pitch Games 88. Over and out. And I've missed not seeing you guys in chat. So let me see what chat's saying. What? Oh, come on. There we go. What? Chrome just crashed on me. Yeah, restore. Come on, man. Alright. It's taking forever to load. Anyways, guys, that will conclude the stream. I don't know what happened. I'll have to try and figure out what happened with the stream and everything, but everything seems to kind of be glitched and frozen. It's taking forever. What the heck is wrong with Twitch? Well, anyways, guys, sorry about that. Yeah, hit me up on Facebook, Discord chat, or something like that if you guys have any questions. I'll do my best. Sorry Twitch went down. Can I see it? Is it working now? Okay, it's working. Alright. Okay, there you go. There you go. Cool. Format not supported. Okay, so this is all really weird. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching, hanging out with me. I'll see you guys next time. I know, Dr. Vonnie, I saw that you were sub. Thank you very much. That was awesome. And you even did it during the stream, so I was able to catch that. So I appreciate that a lot. And I'll see you next time, and you'll be able to do the frying pan next time. So that'll be cool. See you guys all later. Number 8. Over and out.